Hi, I'm Cara Fraser. Welcome to day 15 of my 30-day Yoga Connections series, where we'll be focusing on Pincha Mayurasana or forearm stand, which is an inversion. It's like a headstand, but all the weight is on your forearms. And I find a lot of people think this is a very accessible inversion. I've always found it to be challenging personally, but maybe I'm just a little weird. I think that students really enjoy this and really pick it up pretty quickly. So if you're scared of being upside down, don't worry. We'll be practicing it at the wall. But as always, if you don't want to practice the actual forearm stand today, maybe you just practice the rest of the class and develop the strength and flexibility so that one day you can get into the forearm stand. So today's class will actually be starting sitting on the heels. And just take a moment here to notice how you feel today. Notice what's going on physically. Notice the quality of your breath. And notice what's going on in your mind. And whatever is happening, just take this class. Let yourself be present during the class, focusing on the movement of the body and the breath. Start to soften the breath. And as you soften it, maybe it starts to slow down with inhales and exhales, becoming longer and smoother. And you can keep the eyes closed if you're more comfortable. You could softly blink them open. And on the next inhale, take the arms out to the sides and up by the ears. And exhale, bring them down to heart center. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, bring them up. This time on the exhale, twist to the right. Bring the right fingertips behind you and the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Keep sitting up tall, so root through the sit bones, pull the chest and the head up. And then inhale, come up to center, lift the arms. Exhale, other side. And inhale, come back to center, lift the arms by the ears. Exhale, bring them down by the sides. And then interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. And on the next inhale, take the arms up by the ears. So if you can't get them all the way back without arching the back, then maybe the arms don't come as far back. So keep the front ribs soft and lift the back ribs up. This one can be pretty intense. A lot of us have tight shoulders. So focus on your slow, steady breath. And then bring the arms down by the sides. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift them up. And exhale, lower them down. And then interlace the fingers, opposite pinky on top, if you can remember what you did the first time. And then press the palms away. And inhale, bring them up by the ears again. Slow, steady breath. Maybe trying to push the palms up towards the ceiling. You may be able to even get the palms towards the back wall, but I can't do that. Most people can't, but some people can. And then bring the arms down by the sides wherever you are. Come into tabletop. So fingers spread wide here. Inhale, pull the chest forward through the arms, look forward. Exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. And exhale, round. Inhale, come back to neutral. And then take that right leg straight back, but keep the ball of the foot on the mat. So trying to get a stretch in the back of the right leg. So gaze is up towards the front edge of the mat. Equal weight in both hands. Shoulders and hips parallel to the mat. And then press that right heel towards the wall behind you. And then bring that leg back to table. Take that left leg back. Press that heel back. Keep lifting the belly. Don't let that back arch. And then bring that leg back to table. Inhale the right leg, left arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left leg, right arm, Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower. And inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. Bring the big toes together. Sit the hips to the heels for child's pose. And inhale, come up to table, tuck the toes, lift the hips for down dog. You can take any movement here you like, maybe bending one leg, straightening the other. Maybe shaking the head, yes and no. And then walk the feet up to the hands, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. From here, bring the arms down by the sides, fingertips reach down towards the mat. And then inhale, bring the arms up by the ears. Spin the hands to the wall behind you and take the palms of the hands to the shoulder blades. And then once you're there, don't let the elbows come out, so hug the elbows in, and don't let the back arch. So tailbone goes down, hip bones come to low ribs. So a lot of things to think about. But here, if you think about it from the elbow to the foot, it's pretty much what we do in forearm stand, right? So we're practicing this rotation of the shoulders. And then inhale, bring the arms up by the ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands, spin the back heel down. And inhale, come up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, come forward for triangle. Right hand comes to shin, block, or mat. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, come forward, extended side angle. Right forearm can come to thigh, hand could come to block, or mat on the inside of the foot. Now spin that left hand to the wall behind you and take the hand to the shoulder blade. And then bring that arm back by the ear. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands, spin the back heel down. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, reach forward, hips go back, left hand comes down for triangle. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Spin the right palm back, take that hand to the shoulder blade. And then bring that arm back by the ear. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Hold here 5 breaths. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sit back, chair pose, lift the arms and chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Right foot comes up between the hands. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog, left foot comes up between the hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog, 5 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit back, chair pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, put weight into the palm of the left hand. Stack the right leg on the left leg. Lift the right arm, side plank. And then slowly come back to plank. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Put weight into the right palm, stack the left leg on the right leg, lift the left arm. And then come back to plank and lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Couple steady breaths here. Notice if you are holding your breath in that pose. And then walk the hands back to the feet. Forward fold, Uttanasana at the back of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, hinge forward from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands for a lunge. And then inhale, come up for a crescent. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, press off the back foot. Bring the hands to the mat. Lift the back leg up, standing splits. And then slowly bend into the standing leg. Take that top foot down. Come back to crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands. Inhale, come up for a crescent. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, press off the back foot. Hands come down, standing split. And then bend into the standing leg. Take the top foot down. Inhale, come back to crescent. Exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. And walk the hands back to the feet again. Forward fold. Take your index and middle finger around the big toes. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Equal weight in toes and heels. Drop the head. And then release the hands down to the mat. And flip the palms up, take the hands under the feet, toes come to wrist creases. And inhale, lift up halfway, long spine. And exhale, fold forward. And then release the hands, bring them back down to the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands, spin the back heel down. Inhale, come up, warrior one. And then bring the hands to the hips. Heel toe the front foot over so the front heel lines up to the back arch. And then take the arms out to a T, warrior two. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands. Inhale, come up, warrior one. And then bring the hands to the hips. Heel toe the left foot over. Front heel lines up to back arch. And arms come to a T. Warrior two. Soft shoulders, soft gaze. Inhale here. Exhale, frame the foot, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And then bring the hands to the hips. Step the right foot back about 3.5, 4 feet. The front heel can line directly up to the back heel, or the feet can be hips distance apart. It's whatever works for you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips and bring the hands down either to the mat or a block for pyramid. So draw the left hip back, right hip forward, strong active legs, long spine. So pull the chest forward and hinge from the hips. Press into the feet. Inhale, lift the torso up. Exhale, lift the belly, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, long spine, come all the way up. And then bring that right foot forward and take the left foot back. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, come forward, hinge from the hips. Take your time. Find that length in the torso before you start to really fold forward. And then press into the feet. Inhale, lift up halfway, lift the belly. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, long spine, come all the way up. And then bring that back foot in. And bring the feet about hips distance apart. I always like to start standing balance poses like that, hands to hips. If you want to grab a strap, you can take it to put the foot in the strap. Otherwise, you'll take the big toe and the peace sign fingers. So put weight into the left foot. Lift the right foot up. You can put the ball of the foot in the strap or grab the big toe with the fingers. Straighten the legs. And then take the leg out to the side. And then come back to center. And release that foot down, hand to hip. And put weight into the right foot as you lift the left foot. Either put the ball of the foot into the strap or grab the big toe, straighten that leg. And then take the leg to the side. Keep the collarbones spread wide. And then come back to center nice and slowly. And then release the foot, take it down to the mat. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. And then walk the hands back, take the hips over the knee for a half split. So right hip draws back, left hip draws forward, and chest pulls forward, long torso. Right foot is flexed. And don't hunch the back to get the knee to the nose. It's not necessary. Trying to get a stretch in the back of this leg. And then bend into that leg, plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the knees, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands, drop the back knee, untuck the toes, walk the hands back. Flex the left foot, pull the chest forward, long torso. And watch your gaze here. A lot of people look up. It's really hard on your neck. So look more forward to the front of the mat. Long neck. And then bend into that front leg, plant the hands, tuck the back toe, lift the knee, step back, plank to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Slow, steady breath here. And then drop the knees down to the mat, setting up for dolphin. So let's do dolphin today with the forearms parallel, fingers spread wide, palms on the mat. So keeping the elbows hugged in, don't let them splay out. Tuck the toes, lift the hips for dolphin. So it's just like down dog, except on the forearms rather than the hands. Head is lifted. And then walk the feet back to the back of the mat, dolphin plank. And then walk the feet back for dolphin. And then drop the knees, sit the hips back to the heels for child's pose. Dolphin is challenging for a lot of people, but if you keep practicing, you'll get strength in the shoulders. It's really important for headstand and forearm stand. And then come back to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips for down dog. And inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands for a lunge, and then walk the hands over to the right, spin the toes to the long side of the mat, wide leg forward fold. Equal weight in toes and heels. Squeeze the thighs together, long torso. Inhale, lift the torso up halfway, lift the belly. Exhale, walk the hands to the left, frame the left foot for a lunge, and then plant the hands, take the left foot back, downward facing dog. And then inhale the right leg up and back. Walk the hands back towards the left foot. So the hands will come under the shoulders. You could stay right here. If you want to try warrior three, bring the hands to prayer, lift the chest. And then slowly bring the hands back down, walk them out, three-legged dog. And drop that leg down, downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Inhale that left leg up and back. Exhale, walk the hands towards the right foot, bring them under the shoulders. You can stay here or lift the hands in the chest, warrior three. And then bring the hands back down, walk them forward, three-legged dog. And lower that leg down, downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, just step back, downward facing dog. And then drop the knees down to the mat, setting up for dolphin again. So interlace the fingers, forearms parallel. Actually, don't interlace the fingers, I'm kidding. Take the palms flat, tuck the toes, lift the hips. For dolphin, then walk the feet towards the elbows. Lift the right leg up. Shift the shoulders over the elbows, bend the left leg, hold here. You can look between the elbows or maybe to the back of the mat, whatever feels better for your neck. And then bring that right leg down, walk the legs back for dolphin, and drop the knees, sit the hips back, child's pose. It's another great way to build shoulder strength, core strength, if you're not quite ready for forearm stand. And then come back up to table, drop the forearms down, tuck the toes, and lift the hips for dolphin. Walk the feet in, take the left leg up this time, bend the right knee. Shoulders over elbows. If you think about it, I'm pretty much in a forearm stand, except for my bottom leg. And then drop the foot down, walk the feet back, take the knees down, sit the hips back, child's pose. And then lift the chest, come back to sitting on the heels. Take the mat over to the wall. So short end of the mat will come next to the wall. and setting up for our forearm stand practice at the wall. So moving into Pinchamayurasana forearm stand, I personally find this to be the most challenging inversion, but a lot of people like it because unlike a handstand where your hand is the only thing touching the mat, in Pinchamayurasana the whole forearm and the hand are down. So you really do have a bigger foundation for the pose. And if you can find that foundation, then it helps you to have more strength. So this is where root and rebound comes into play. For me in particular in this pose, because I really think of rooting down into my hands and my forearm, pressing into the mat, and as I do that, lifting my feet up. So it helps me to find that opposition, the length, to help me to stay balanced. So like we did in the center of the room, the first thing we're gonna do is, actually we're gonna bring the block to the wall. We'll start with props. And you can try it without the props, but I really think it's important to try it first with the props. If you have a strap, take the loop of the strap so that the arms are about shoulders distance apart. And once you do that, just make sure your little buckle isn't touching the arm. And we'll do like we did in the center of the room here. So you'll place the fingers next to the block. They don't have to be right next to the block. The goal is just to make sure that your elbow doesn't splay out. So the hands just plant kind of where it's natural. The block is just there as a guide. Then tuck the toes, lift the hips for dolphin. Walk the feet in, shoulders over elbows, and lift one leg up. Take that leg down, lift the opposite leg up. And then take that leg down, walk back, and come to child's pose. Maybe you take the strap off if that's more comfortable. And then lift the chest up. I'm gonna put the strap back on because I think it's important to practice it. Just try it and see how it feels so that the elbows don't come out. Remember, strong foundation, everything aligns. So we want the elbows under the shoulders, not out here. The other thing that I find is important in this pose in particular is the gaze. So there are two different positions that I think people like. The first one is your gaze will be between the forearms. I guess you could look a little bit forward, but I think between the forearms is good. For me, I find that my low back arches too much. I can't find the right balance. So instead of looking between my forearms, I look more between my elbows. So see the difference? The first one, my head is sort of parallel to the mat. The second one, it's sort of at this diagonal. You can play with it and see what you like better. The head is lifted. I also get that question in this. The head is lifted. It's not a headstand, it's a forearm stand. All right, so like we did, tuck the toes, lift the hips, walk the feet in. You decide which leg comes up. I like my left. I'll bend my right leg little kicks till the feet come up, okay? If you're there, maybe feet come away. And then try and come down gently the way you came in. And then child's pose. And walk the chest up. Notice your breath after you do an inversion. Most people hold their breath. There's so much you're doing with your body, you're not even thinking about your breath. But once you become more comfortable in the poses, breath is really important. It can help your body to relax. And I think of it like a bridge. I think I've said this in some of my other videos. A bridge isn't completely solid. It has a little give. I think your body is that way, and the breath gives it that give to kind of be a little flexible as you find your balance in these inversions. If you want to try it now without the props, you're welcome to do that. I know some people really hate it when I make them use the props in class. They feel really confined. But I think, especially with the strap, we feel confined because our elbows do go like this, and it doesn't let our elbows do that. So it's a good practice to figure out the alignment in the pose. Then you're welcome to take the props off to the side. Just bring the forearms down to the mat. Make sure they're parallel. Press into the hands and the forearms. Lift the hips. Walk the feet in. Lift one leg. Then the bottom leg, little kicks up. And then when you're ready, come down. And child's pose. And walk the hands back, lift the chest. And come into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, feet come out. Inhale, get tall. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up and come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Inhale, bring the arms up by the ears. And exhale, twist to the right. I almost always do twists at the end of class. I think it feels good. A little final movement in the spine. Inhale, come up to center. And exhale, other side. Inhale up to center. Exhale, bring the arms down by the sides. Just come up to the front of the mat, bend the legs, grab the thighs, and lower yourself down for Shavasana. Let your breath be natural here. And start to deepen your breath. And wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. And reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Stretch from fingers to toes. And roll off to your right side. And press into your left palm. Come up to a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.